like a queen. Some say men are all the same, but I'm from a different scene. I'll protect you from the rain. I'll deflect all your pain. Never neglect what you feel. Always reflect a love that's real. Cause I just can't be.
Couples number. Make some noise if they get snotty. Couples number 24. Couples number 25. Couples number 26. I'm gonna do it. Couple number 25. Couple number 26. Let's make some noise for
Well, hello. Hi, tea sippers. I interrupted your regular programming, honey. We had a very, very important message to bring you. Who do I have the pleasure of having on the phone to sip tea with me this evening?
My name is the infamous Nikee.
How about that? Can y'all hear him loud and clear? Say that again one more time, just to make sure they can hear you loud and clear.
This is the infamous Nikee. Known that as in the Nike and Tori experience.
I love it. All right, tea sippers, give me some thumbs up if you can hear him and if you can hear me. So we want to make sure you guys can hear loud and clear, that you can hear me and you can hear Mr. Nikee. How about that? All right. Yes. All right. So I'm going to have my producers go off site for me real quick. Make sure you can hear us. We'll make sure we can hear. All right. All right. So I was minding my own business today. I was, trying to get my head together because what I do takes a lot. Sometimes it takes a lot of the energy, a lot of my energy away. And sometimes it takes me a minute to kind of get my center back. So today, that's what I've been doing, just trying to get my center back, because for me, this is more than just, you know, I put a banner up and a mic in front of my face and look cute. It's more than that to me. This dance is more than just a dance to me. It's almost borderline ministry. I don't beat people over the head, but it's almost borderline ministry. I don't know for a whole bunch of people, but I know for me, there have been times where I've been going through hell and I just needed to dance. I don't know if anybody else can attest to that. I just needed to dance. I just needed to just change my environment, just do something different. So this dance for me means something different. So in lieu of everything that's happened over the last week, I've had to kind of sit back a little bit and just really try to get my head back in the game a little bit. Tori, you called. I have to say it was the energy, because I did not expect this phone call from you. Let's start there. You know, when you called, I think I was like, what? And you were like, yes. This is Nikee. Tell me why did you call me today? What made you call me today?
You know, pretty much I wanted to, you know, reiterate and just say that, you know, stepping is a way of life. And a lot of times, a lot of people don't want to admit how much they appreciate and love this activity that we call stepping. I am one to say that I actually adore stepping, to the point where I've been doing it so long and I enjoy it in all this capacity, to the point where I actually embrace the energy. And sometimes it's not always understood. And I think that sometimes we have to give a voice to the voiceless. So a lot of times I've always stood back in the backgrounds and watched. And I have my vices. So, but I move when I feel the energy, or however spiritual practice anyone practice, how the energy or the universal God moves you. So I felt compelled because I've always been a fan of certain platforms. Mm-hmm. And the platforms I endorse is the platforms I choose to want to, you know, participate in. Love Shy Stepper. I love what you're doing. I love what Pete is doing. Mm-hmm. And sometimes, you know, you guys can get beat up on a lot of times. We all have been beaten upon because you have critics. You have compliments and criticism. Mm-hmm. Both of them are the same hand, depending on if you give any of them any energy. Now, when you know going in something that you're putting your soul and your heart on the line, that is enough to keep yourself balanced. But when you're a little bit unsure, that's the thing. When you go in a little bit unsure, that leaves a little ways for someone to compromise your energy, meaning that you're choosing to allow someone to compromise your energy. You understand, everything is a choice. So when I chose to call you, I felt it was time. It was time. You know, I discussed it with my partner a couple of times, and we've always been real candid about giving interviews, because you have to have a little bit of integrity. You have to have integrity to do anything. Yes. You have to have those basic principles. You mm-hmm. have to. Mm-hmm. And you have to atone to those different things. So everything has a consequence. So mm-hmm. let's just put this out there. That's like, if you say something, it has a consequence. It has a ripple effect. So when you have that type of influence, and I'm so honored that your platform has honored the Nikee and Tori experience. And I find it just, you know, just overwhelming that people respond to the Nikee and Tori experience, or to respond to sipping tea with you, or even the world largest, that we have our own entity and platform. We have to pay homage and protect it at all costs if we want to keep this thing going. Well, and it's going to continue to keep going because it's rooted in love.
It is. And I appreciate that. I told you that I did not, I didn't expect a call. And when I tell you it was so on time, I literally just sat there. I couldn't believe it. I could not believe some of the things that you were saying was some of the very things that I've been thinking about all day. Like, how do I, what do I do? Not that I've felt that I'm going to stop. It wasn't that. It's just a matter of, if it can't be something that continues to be positive and continue to uplift, then God, take it away. I've always said that from the very beginning. If it can't uplift your people, take it away. I don't want it. I don't want to fight. I don't want to bicker. I don't want to do any of that. That's not me. That's not my spirit, and nor will it ever be that. Regardless of how high God decides to take this, take me, or whatever, I would always keep it grounded and rooted in the principles in which I was born and raised on, and that's Christ. Now, anybody else can do what they do, but for me, it's only so far I can go. It's only so much I can do. So when you call me today, that really, it was confirmation. Flat out. It was just straight up confirmation. Okay, Tika, you're doing something right. I think you gave me an analogy of a battery.
Yes, you have the positive and the negative on a battery. And then when you insert it, the energy flows. You can't have one without the other.